All right, everybody, hello and welcome to round 6 of the Sim Racing Online combined with Sim Racers Holland Championship, ACC GT3. This is round 6 at Bathurst. I hope everybody had a great holiday and a wonderful new year. And we are going to start the new year off with the mountain. As you can see by some of these qualifying times that Ratas has put that BMW way up on top there with a 2 minutes flat around the mountain, which is an excellent time. And we are about set to go into quali here. So without any further ado, I am going to change the session so we can advance to quali. So here we go. Okay.
Green light, give it all you can.
And we're back in action. All right. So let's see what we can do here as far as finding these fast guys. As my list refreshes here. And can Justin DeYoung do one of those miraculous comebacks like he did last time from a little bit further back? He's a little closer up in practice times anyway. So let's see what he does in quali to get himself a little bit closer. But nonetheless, I'm pretty confident that he's going to make what we call a hell of a run on the mountain as these guys are getting ready to battle. It's a pretty decent point race. This is the Sim Racing Online side of the championship. I don't know what the points are like on the Sim Racing Holland side. However, on the Sim Racing Online side, there are 12 points separating the top three. When with our friend Mr. Young in the lead. Like, yes, let's see. Justin has 152 points. And John Biton is right behind him with 11 points. And then Chris Haars in that Porsche is 129 points, some 12 off of that. So the 22-point difference between the top 3 and 4. Then we jump down to 4th place with Michael Russo, who's about 25 points behind 3rd place. And keep in mind, it is 40 points for a win, 36 for second. So there's a little bit of separation in the points. If you can get yourself up there, you can have a chance at making up some ground here. And of course, we are at the mountain, so we know what happens at the mountain. Yes. So coming around for their early lap here, they're going to get ready for a time lap. We might as well stay with the fastest driver in P1 as he comes down through the chase, hitting into Murray's corner, getting ready for the first run down the main straight here, and the clock will be running. Here we go. Into Hell corner. Gonna head up the mountain straight. The mountain straight, about 1.1 kilometers of pure straight up the hill, down to the pedal to the max, right into Griffin's Bend, which can be a nightmare of a corner when there's traffic. Way over to the cutting little section here. And I'm sure it has nothing to do with cutting the track, because you have to have your lines perfect right through here to maintain your momentum to get you up through Reed Park and Frog Hollow. And we are going into the Frog Hollow part right here. We're going through Frog Hollow and Sulman Park, down to McFarmy Park, and then down Skyline, the treacherous downhill section into the S's. Coming through Skyline, which is turn 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Coming right here into the Dipper. The Dipper, many deaths have occurred on the Dipper. So, going to be some excitement here as we're into Forest Elbow. And then down the Conrad Straight, which is almost 2 kilometers of just all-out high speed. So, really, really tricky, tough circuit. Technical, high speed. It's a true test of your skills here today. So this is going to be something else. And we're getting ready to see our first time lap in quali here as he gets through Murray's, comes through the chase, pardon me, and getting ready to head into Murray's corner. Time it right. There is a couple passing zones here. Murray's corner being one of them. You get a good run out of the chase. And here we go. This could be our first time lap, and it's a 2:01.76, so he's about a second off his fastest time in practice. Very nicely done. Let's see where Jean Piton, that Lamborghini, he's just now heading up the hill. I'm trying to look at who we've got. These times are coming in. Let's check out. Let's go to Aline, Rompin. These guys, a little bit of traffic here, so we want to try and stay away from the traffic. Aline giving way to the cars that are trying to make it through there. That was Stephen Wyndham in the BMW, and that looks like De Jong, and then that 55, if I'm not mistaken. So these guys are going to have to regroup and get a fresh started lap right here. Actually, De Jong going through all that, put himself up top the pole, as you can see, with a 0.55, so just hundredths off of Vanir and Ratis, putting himself in second there. He's got a little traffic there with him. Is that in the Lambo? Is that Harsh right in front of him in the Lambo? So I believe, where is, yeah, no, Harsh is in the Porsche. Van Rosen. Get all in it. Here's Franz will be coming down for his first time lap. Let's check out Franz's time here as he's coming down Conrad Straight. Heading into the chase. He has yet to put a time up, I don't believe. Let's see what he can do here on his first lap, and then we will jump back. Try and find those leaders. Pushes his way through Murray's 10-minute session, which we have 3 minutes left. So at this, he might be able to get 2 more laps in as he puts himself in 15th place. So it looks like up at the top, Ratis in the BMW has put himself back on top with his second lap. This will be his third lap. So yeah, 201, 125. He did have that sub 201 in practice, so he could be shooting for that right now as he's making his way up through the cutting and into Reed Park. See what it would be like riding with a passenger with this guy. Holy smokes. To make the through in front of me. Down the skyline. Guys head down the hill. Head through into the Dipper. The Dipper. And then on the gas, down the hill. You'll be able to get max RPMs out of this. Almost enough room. You can see he's in the gear and he's going to get it up, just winding that thing up about as far as it'll go, and then hard on the brakes into the chase. That last run down to Murray's. Let's see what he can do, because Beaton has already put a sub 201 in and has taken pole ahead of him in the Lambo. So let's just see what he can do here. Coming up. And looks like he does get a sub 201, but it's not quite enough to put him up on top, as John Beaton in that Lambo has set a ripper every lap. And this could be the last time around. They do have time on the clock. See if I can take a look down the list here. Anybody that's getting close. Justin De Jong, he is currently in 4th. He is green in sector 2 and 3. He's coming into sector 3, pardon me, and through the chase. Let's see what he can do. I believe he had a sub 201 in practice as well. So let's see what this puts him across, and he can cross the line in time for 1 more lap. So this could be protection lap, and no, he does. He puts himself up on top with a 2.5. Very nicely done. De Jong has done it. And then here comes Pascal Vida in the other BMW. We've got a couple BMWs today. I think 5 of them total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 McLarens. A couple of Porsches. As usual, Hars in the 1 Porsche. and Hujgabin in the other. Guys make their way down, heading down Skyline into the S's and the Dipper. Vida is green off his lap. See, he had the 2:01.6. It's his quickest. I'm trying to keep an eye on the top there. Let's find John. Where is he at? Gatan. All right, he's just started his last lap. So I think he got in just in time. So this could be his shot to take pole. And then the Santos Ratis in the BMW. He has missed that lap. So we will not see him on pole today. However, a brilliant lap. So nicely done in the BMW. Pushing that up. Nicely made determined tank around and is currently in third place. So very nice. And our Jean Vuitton, he is green by 1/100th as he makes it through the top, head down. Skyline getting ready to go down through the S's, giving himself a wide berth. He is on a ripper. This will be it. Oh, let's go down into the Dipper. Let's look at second gear and on the gas. He's still green, up by 2/10 on his own time. Very nice. Comes up through into the chase, turns 20, 21, and 22 right here. Spot for overtaking and also a very dangerous spot, as you will see in the race. Somebody's bound to be off in the grass there. That's just how it is coming down the hill. All right, he's still up to 100s, I would say. And let's see what he can do, if he can get close to that, and he does not. So there you have it. There is your starting order. Dijam, Vuitton, Ratis, Vanier, Vida, Van Rosen, Rizzo, the top 7. Vanderlinden, we get that arrow out of there. Zerink, Wiedemann, and Ekens up to 11th place, and Bali in that red Ferrari in 12th. Chris Harson, the Porsche, finds himself in 13th, and Van der Gels in 14th in the other McLaren. Philip Pitcher in the BMW will take 15th, and Newcomb in the other McLaren. The Ritter in the other Ferrari there. We have 1, 2, 3 Ferraris today. She might be announced by, and Crumbin in the other McLaren, 18th, and Ollie and Wiedemann and Wynnum. I'm sorry, Steven, in 20th. Let's see. I think we have. Do we have another? Is that as far as it's going? I do not know. But here we are. There we go. There it is. Geimer. That Geimer didn't get a time, Hujgabin didn't get a time, and Hujgabin looks like he changed cars. So that's why we see 2 of them in there. So that will be the difference there. I currently, let's see if we can find him in here to get at, see what car he is in. Okay, he's in the Porsche today. So very brave soul, and of course taking the Porsche at the mountain is not a bad idea. The Porsche turns, they kind of go hand in hand. So let's see with that mid-engine, and as fuel wears, it could be a tough battle with this car. I always respect these Porsche drivers. You got to be a brave soul to take that thing around. I love driving it myself, but I am slow, really slow. But I don't care. It's just such a cool car. All right. So we are just minutes away here from the start of our round 6. This will be the final round in this series that started in 2023. And then we look forward to another series starting probably next month. We will probably put something else on the board for Costa Capazon. So be prepared for that. We have some RF2 races coming up. New series is starting all over the place. Actually, we'll be in Australia next week. Do not miss that. Get signed up if you like Australian supercars. Get yourself on, because that race series will be starting a week from yesterday. And yeah, it's going to be Australian supercars. And those will also be live broadcasts as well. So got to jump on board for that. And also, we have been working a little bit with Automobilista 2 with the newest the newest build that came out with Le Mans and the HCML cars, the hybrid Le
20
Mans
seconds.
cars. Awesome update. They just need to get that multiplayer tweaked. I'm telling you, a couple of multiplayer tweaks would really make a big difference for that sim, because with the new
10
physics
seconds.
and the improvements they've made, it's really, really fun. It's a joy to drive, and it now has one of the best AIs in sim racing. It's just starting to become public news. Everybody's really loving it, but I don't race offline myself, but yeah, here we go. Right now, it's GT3, and this is it. So we are going to take a little bit of a warm-up lap here as the timer ticks down, and we'll get this show on the road here. It'll be a little bit different than the last few races, with De Jong already starting at the pointy end. He has made his way through traffic in the last 2 or 3 races that we've had. He was starting way in the back and finishing way in the front. So it's been fun to watch him wind his way through the traffic. So we will see who will be that person today. Somebody is going to make a move. There's going to be some hearts broken, as well, as these walls are very unforgiving. And we know what the mountain can do. All right, 60 minutes of racing as we sit here waiting for paint to dry. I can't see their timers, but it's got to be getting close. A little bit of clouds came in for the race here. It was sunny for practice and qualifying. So, yeah, we got a little bit of overcast, which will probably help save the tires. I think I know the way the server was set up for give the drivers a little bit of time after quali. So I think it's a 2 minutes plus 2 more minutes to allow to get up, get yourself a drink of water, or do whatever you need to do before the 60 minutes starts. So seems like a longer pause than normal, but that was set up for the drivers to be able to take care of themselves in between sessions. Because otherwise, if you leave it default, I think you go pretty much straight to race. Not quite as abruptly as the Automobilista, but you got like 10 seconds and bam, it's green light. So I know if this is Formula One and that was Verstappen on the grid in front, he would be bitching about it already. His car overheating. So any day now, we'll get to go. All right, we'll just go down the list here. Lead in the BMW. Let's see if I can get a. There we go. We'll go to the cars. That's Pascaluita in the BMW. Roger Van Rosen in the Ferrari. Or I mean the McLaren, pardon me. Rizzo in that Lambo. Bran also in the McLaren. And Bart Zorinik in the. There's a week. Never mind. It's Bart in the Ferrari. Wiedemann, other McLaren. Mark Ekins, that Lambo. And there's Roberto Bali in his red Ferrari. And Chris Harson in the Porsche. Dick Van der Gils, other McLaren, another McLaren. Philip Pilcher in a BMW. Nick Newcomb in another McLaren. Seems to be the popular car, the McLaren. But we do have a nice there's another Ferrari, but we have an Audi on the grid today too, which we'll get to. This is John de Ritter. He'll be driving a Ferrari as well. And Lynn Crombin in the McLaren. Ollie areas. Ollie's in the Audi, the only Audi in the field today. So let's wish him some good luck. See if he can get through the mountain with this. And there's Stefan Winham in that monster BMW. And then Elko Hujgavin in the Porsche. And following up at the rear is Simon Geimer in a green and yellow Ferrari. So there's that as we patiently wait for the stewards to get this race started. I'm going to alt tab out of here and see. I want to alt tab. I want escape. And I'm going to hit this button and see if that makes a difference. No. We're ready to rock, so I think we're just waiting for that 5-minute timing. The server has hung. I have never seen it take this long, so typical. We're live, and we have this. Let's see if there's anything going on in the chat. No, I can't get to the chat. Okay, so it appears that something is up with the stream because they say they're already driving. See what's up here. Dang it. Let's try. I'm gonna back out, and we're gonna go back in and see if we can pick it up. So sorry about that. Apparently they're racing.
Green light, green light.
There we go. Okay. Well, definitely was messed up, but we are back. We are now at least streaming. So let's see what we got going on here. I got to reconnect the broadcast system. There we go. And let me hook this back up. Wow. So I don't know what that glitch was, but obviously we missed the first couple of laps. So here we are. At least we're back in action. Really strange. So anyway, here's your leader, Jean Piton, and Ratis in the BMW behind him there. And we are coming up. It looks like we've already had some, Peter Veneer here must have had some issues as he's either started in the pits. I don't know. You guys watching France's stream probably know, but this is your last Peter tail end of the grid there. So we'll go back up to the pointy end as they are heading down the Conrad Straight for probably the 4th time. Man, that's never happened to me before when the stream got stuck like that. Really weird. But it's a new year, so we're back underway. Let's take a look here. Let's go back to the 10th position and work our way up. This is Van der Gillis in a battle with Bali for that 8th spot here. This is 8th and 9th. Battling it out. They head to Hell Corner. Like he's got a pretty decent gap there. Look at these guys up in front. Let's jump up to that group. De Jong. In a battle for that 3rd step on the podium that France has miraculously gotten from the start that we missed, which I apologize for that, but I have no idea what the heck happened there. But here they go, up through Frog Hollow. Leaping frogs, trying to keep it off of the walls. Just white knuckles all the way down the hill here now. The chase for 3rd place. Let's see if Justin, with his typically low wing, low downforce setup, can actually gain on Franz. It looks like Franz is holding his own up there. A little bit of a gap change. Let's see what happens under braking here. He closed the gap a little bit under braking. Oh, but he's put it off. He's put it off. This is not good for Justin. We've got traffic coming. So definitely a setback for the points leader at this point in time. As Vanderlyn gets himself up, gets that pressure off of him, maybe he can put a push on for Santos and Schwiton up in that first couple of spots. Meanwhile, back in here with the Bali battle, got Justin now just ahead of Bali in 7th, Bali in 8th, and Van der Gillis in 9th right here. This is a good battle. And then we see the Van der Gillis and Newcomb. And there's that Chris Haas right there. In the Porsche. Going for an inside gap. As they make their way through Griffins, heading up into the cutting. It'll be a mad chase through Reed Park. They get their way through Frog Hollow, heading down into finally down the skyline into the treacherous downhill. Fun to watch this from the far chase cam. See that Porsche has anything for that McLaren up there. They punch it down the straight. Is he gaining on him? Like he can close it up, but I mean, you gotta be careful coming through here. He's definitely got some draft. Come on, cameraman, let's go. Where are we? As Chris is all over Newcomb. Head down into Murray's. This will be a good overtake spot. Can't get the inside, but they go down the straight into Hell's Corner. Looking for a gap. He's taking the inside move. Is he going to get it? It looks like he's got it alongside, and I think he's going to get it if they can keep it clean. Newcomb does a great job staying on the outside and keeping his position as if they race up the hill now. Oh, yeah, very nicely done, Mr. Harst, gaining himself a spot over who's going to be the other Porsche. Jonah, I guess, was that a lap car that he was going around? It's not matching up with the leaderboard there, as you can see. I put Harst in 10 and Newcomb. Okay, now it's straightened itself out. Because Hushkabin and the other Porsche should be back behind him, which he is, so. That's the thing with ACC. I think the positions and the leaderboards don't update until they hit sector line markers. So if they hit the number 1, number 2, number 3 sector lines, that's when we get updates. So there might be action like we saw, and then we don't see it on the leaderboard until they hit a sector line. So it throws me off. So hopefully it won't throw you guys off. Let's see what else we got. That 296 battle. Bali just ahead of them there. We have Bali in 8th. And DeYoung looks like he has just increased his gap. He's going to be stretching his legs now. Let's check on Justin. As he's caught back up to Wida just about that 6th place. So he's got about 47 minutes left to work his way back up there. I'm really sorry we missed the start to see what happened, man, on that. That is just really frustrating. I have no idea what the heavens to Betsy happened there. But we can see Wida going around. Or was that Wida that he passed? DeYoung getting around Wida. Yes, it was. And now it looks like he's got his sights on Wiedemann. As they head back up the hill once again on starting of lap 7. Quarter corner into Frog Hollow. Just a really high speed part of the track right there. Really fun place. See Justin's just giving it everything he's got. Way down the S's. Skyline. Head down into the dipper now. Uh-oh, we've got another car off 93. Newcomb looks like he's had some trouble. Where is he? Newcomb is off. Right at the straight. We get back on and keep it safe. Excuse me, nicely done. All right, he's back on track. I don't know if he has some damage. He might. Let's see what we got. Is he able to? Yeah, he's got a little bit of damage here. But yeah, I think my gang's still a little bit out of sync here with the because it did show him close to what I thought was Conrad Straight, but apparently was up on top of the hill a little bit. But here is your 3rd place car, Frans van der Linden, maintaining that 3rd place, and then the all familiar Michael Rizzo, who is constantly in battle with him. But then look at what has happened here. DeYoung has gotten around Wiedemann and Wida to get himself back into 5th place. So he's not messing around as expected. Next on his sights is Rizzo as they go up the hill for the 8th time. Very nicely done. Looking for some other battles. We have the leader just getting through some lap cars here. And it looks like Jan Ritter is out of the race. So we missed that action too. So he was out from early on, I believe. And then Bart, here comes Bart for 12. It's showing him in 21st, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Place Carl Winneman, and you can see De Young trying to catch up to Rizzo there, but in the meantime Wiedemann and Pascal Wida are having a nice little battle here. Oh, got a little bit, somebody's off in the dust a little bit there. A little bit of damage on that car as expected at the mountain. Uh-oh, it looks like Haas might have had a little bit of issue. Where is he? He's still in 10th. The other Porsche. Huzgovin giving him a little bit of a run for his money. I don't see any damage, but it looked like he had a yellow there for a minute. So the two Porsches are actually fighting each other now. Good to see. All right, then we got this other serious battle here up above with France. Here we go. There's your third place car. Just ahead of Rizzo and De Young. They're heading down Skyline into the S's. Justin. You can close that gap. Check out his speed here. Well, I can see him by the guys in the chat filling me in. Thank you, Michael. So it looks like there was a crash between Peter and Krongbean. Andy Ritter also crashed, so thanks for that update. Man, that was strange how the night game didn't start. Like De Young has got himself into a pressure situation right behind Rizzo. I'm sure Rizzo's feeling it. See if we can get this view from Rizzo as they go up the hill. See De Young. The Griffin's Bend. Any other battles going on? Here is DeSantis. The Zintars. Ratis. I'm sorry I'm butchering your names, guys. It's just... But he's currently in second place there, all by himself. He's with John Vuitton has that 6-second gap. And then Franz has a lap car in between him and second place. But I think these guys are going to have their hands full here as Franz, Rizzo, and De Jong are going to be battling it out here before the pit stops. We do have a couple that have completed their stops already. With I guess Crumbeam was in that crash, so he is almost a lap down, it looks like. But he has completed his compulsory pit stop, so they're in the green, as you can see by the leaderboard. So I'll keep an eye on that as we hit coming up on 38 minutes left here. So the pit stops might really come into play here with the strategies. It's these three guys. This is the last step on the podium there, held by Franz. And Rizzo and De Jong, they want it. They are coming hard. Oh, Franz has a little bit of trouble there. He's had a slight kiss on the wall. Rizzo's taking a look. Treacherous area here. And De Jong is all over Rizzo, where Young takes a little special curve. Can he maintain it? Oh, way to hang on there, Justin. That was close to being a disaster for De Jong. As they battle down into the S's. That was no balls, no glory on that one. Holy smokes. If you saw him bouncing off the curb, he was like just seconds away from disaster as he managed to save it there. Well done. See, there's a funny spot here where he can close the gap, but Rizzo is all over Franz while defending from De Jong as De Jong's coming to the inside, making through the chase down into Murray's. There could be some outbreaking going on. He looks like Rizzo's looking for a spot. Rizzo's taking the inside. Franz defending beautifully. This is down the straight. Rizzo's got it by an inch. It looks like they've got through. It looks like De Jong's going to try and get through two. Are you going to get a 2 for 1, or De Jong going to get them both? They stick to the outside through Hell's Corner. Rizzo and De Jong come out in third and fourth, putting Franz back into that 5th place. Oh, what an exchange there at the start-finish. So Franz got to be frustrated, losing 2 spots there, as these guys are just pedal to the metal. Rizzo, great move coming out of Murray's down there. Knew he set himself up from the inside to get himself through Hell Corner. Excuse me, and De Jong came along for the ride. David Franz back there to contemplate what in the heavens to Bessie just happened. Excuse me, it's Franz. Now let's see if Franz can regroup, but then you can see De Jong again struggling to keep that thing on track, or is he just so hell-bent on getting through? He's just like, stop me. You can see him, he's having a little bit of issues. He's got that car, he's just on the limit. As you can see from Franz. Watching it from Franz's point of view, I mean, you have to sit back and wait for De Jong to just put that thing into the wall, but somehow he manages to maintain control. Brilliant driving there. I'm looking for some action a little bit farther back. Let's check on, well, let's see what happens here. Murray's again. I think the pressure has relieved itself, and they've kind of settled into this order now. It's a matter of Justin I think Justin just has to regroup here, get ready for his next move, which seems to be coming up right now. As Rizzo plays defense, puts a nice block on him. Are these guys coming up the hill? Young is looking for a way through. I think he's definitely got the pace. If he could just keep his car off of the wall. It's the McLaren on Lambo power, and then Franz is just back there waiting. Now Franz he'll be set up to pick up the scraps, but as you can see, these guys are starting to gap him. So Franz just got to hang on, and then the Young just loves that spot right there. So I guess maybe he has it under control. He likes to put a tire off on the grass there, it seems like. It happens every lap. And he hasn't hit the wall yet, so I mean, he must know what he's doing. He is our points leader, at least on the SRO side. I know they're racing every Monday, and the SRO races are every other Monday, so I don't know where that puts them if they got a total points for all, but the Young is definitely leading the Sim Racing Online side of the championship with this final round here for this side of the battle anyway. Yeah, and I know I'm having trouble with updates. It seems that I skipped from one car to the next. They're a different spot on the track, so we'll just see what happens here. I'd like to get back to that battle with the number 33, but I don't even see the 33 on my list here, so. Okay, we have the pit stopper starting to take place. So Justin's coming in for his stop now. Probably a good move, but just about 33 minutes left. So that's going to move Franz back up. And Wida at BMW. See how it takes so long for it to update when I click on it. So I've got some issues here. But we are live, and things happen when you're live. That's just the way it is. So we deal with it. At least we're here. All right, so what about Riemann and the other McLaren? Currently in 6th according to the list, but he could be up a spot when he hits the timing marker. We just don't know. But you can see the Young is in the pit stop there, so let's just see where he comes out. But kills. So now down in 11th is the Young. I think he's on the roll now. He's on the move. He's coming out of the pits. There he is, going up the hill. In 12th. But you can see everybody ahead of him still needs to pit. So there's only a few cars behind him that have not pitted. Geimer and Winham have not pitted, and neither is Ollie Ratson in the Audi. Let's check on Ollie in that Audi. It looks like it's pretty clean. I don't see any serious damage. There you go. And meanwhile, Guiton has just increases his lead. He's got a 7-second gap on Rapis. Heads up the hill, and now Rizzo's in the pits, so following suit. And is Franz coming in right behind him? No, Franz is staying out. Guida's in the pit. So Franz might be taking this advantage to maybe get up, and hopefully he can gap him from the pits. But Rizzo and the Young with the first shot at an undercut. We'll just see where they all come out after it's all said and done. Okay, I'm hearing now that from Vivo that the Sim Racing Holland side is already over. So their new season starts on January 29th. So that's in 3 weeks for Sim Racing Holland's next season. So there you have that news. Thank you for that. It's in the live chat. Appreciate that. So yeah, this will be the end of it for the Sim Racing Online side of it as well. So very nice information there. Thank you.
We are at the halfway mark. Still a long way to go.
There we go. We're at the halfway mark. You heard the man. All right, let's see. Where is De Jong? Currently in 13th. He's pitted in Rizzo. Let's see where Rizzo comes out. Rizzo's back in action. And you can see there's a car between them now. Him and De Jong. That is the 68 car. Oh, here we go. Franz still taking his pit stop now. There we go. So Vanderlyn is in. It looks like Wiedemann's coming with him. And Beaton, our leader, is also in the pits and just going out. So there's your leader completing his compulsory pit stop, coming out. Ratis has taken the lead, but only because he has not pitted yet. So the gap, remember, it was about 7 seconds when they before the pit stop. So let's just see what happens. There's Beaton's out. I'm on camera. There we go. All right, so we have 4 cars in the pit right now, including Hars, who brought himself up into 5th place in that portion. Nicely done. Let's see what happens now after the pit cars are coming around here, with including Rizzo. So here's De Jong and Rizzo's group. So you can see they've caught it up. They've cleaned it up. No traffic between. Oh, and Ollie's got himself a stop and go in the Audi. Just speeding in pit lane. That's most unfortunate for the only Audi in the race. So let's see where Ratis is in the BMW. Is he coming in for his pit stop now? So there he is, and that's gonna. So he is pulling in now for his tires. That's the #1 spot, and then let's check in on Beaton. That gap is just now coming into the chase. So it doesn't look like Beaton is going to have any issues taking over first place again. It is about 30 seconds to get your tires done. So here comes Beaton. He's about ready to take over the lead, as he just now does. And there is the BMW still in the pits. As you can see, Rizzo going just in the foreground there. So there is your back in order lead change. And now let's see if Beaton can get out. Which he does in Lambo. He's in front of Rizzo by, we don't know there, what's the gap as he crosses the line. So that's a pretty decent gap to second place for Rizzo. See, 45 seconds. Is that? No, Beaton is in front. There we go. Okay, let's have a little bit of update here. I'll let that server update. Because it looks like the battle is going to be for the third step on the podium here. It looks like Beaton and Ratis have a pretty much in hand for first and second. As you can see on the track map there, the 32 car BMW on the track map. Yeah, there's a decent gap there. But then the racing is right here with Rizzo and De Jong. Justin just keeping in Rizzo's zip code here. They're all on fresh rubber now, so it's going to be balls to the walls, and let's see what happens. The only one left to not fit now is Stefan Winham in the other BMW. currently in 13th before his pit stop, so we'll see where he comes out there. As we are about 25 minutes remaining. Oh, and Young is puts it into the wall. Young on a spin. He's sitting idle. He's got to sit there. Oh, the Young. Is that a to the pit penalty or is that a retirement? Wow. Actually a smart move to not cause any more ruckus trying to get himself on track. But what a tragedy for the points leader. This could be a big swing if he can't get himself up the leaderboard a little bit. He has that 12 points or 11 points on Vuitton, who is leading the race right now. So, what a chain of events here with the Young putting it in the wall. Oh, man. Let's see if the timer, if they're going to let him out. It's currently 6. But that's going to change here, as here is 5th place. Wiedemann is going to get through. Yeah, he and the 46 car are both in the pits. And that is Wyndham in the pits serving his compulsory. Oh, Justin. Man, so much for our battle for 3rd. Let's see, Rizzo. I think Rizzo's going to be on his own now, as the 55 is still in the pits. So I know in a Santa Corsa Comfort Zone, when you have an incident like that, you can retire to the pits and then do a time penalty, and then they let you back out. But this could be also be a retirement, which could be disastrous for the points. If he can at least be in the top 10, there's not enough gap, I think, for him to lose his position. But heck, we don't know. We're going to see now. Oh, excuse me. So there is the Zantar in 2nd place. Huge gap over Rizzo, you can see. Holy smokes, what a chain of events. So Pascal, do we have any challenges going on here? Well, let's see what's going on with Bali down here. This is 9th place, so the top 10. We got Hujgabin in that Porsche in the top 10. Nicely done. What happened to Haas? He's up in 8th, so just ahead. Oh, you see a little kiss off the wall there from the BMW. It was that Pilcher, I believe. Oh, it was Vignard. So France still in the pits. We will keep you posted on that. Got a decent battle here for the top 10 spot. Hujgabin trying to fend off Vignard. Head down into the chase. He's good. He's moving to the inside. He's got the spot. Come on, camera. What the hell? So there's definitely something going on with the system here, because usually my camera changes are spontaneous. But I click on it and it's taking, there's some kind of lag. My disconnect from the server, I'm sure, has something to do with it. But as you can see, Vignard has taken the spot away from Hujgabin. That Porsche. Let's see, where's Van der Kils? 8th place. That other McLaren who's given Chris Haas a challenge here as they battle up the hill for the 19th time. We got 20 minutes left in this race. And it looks like still in the pits is Justin. You can see that damage on Chris Carr's Porsche, but he is maintaining 7th. He's got a decent gap, but Van der Kils is looking for a spot here. He's just trying to hang in there. Hars is 0.4 up on his fastest time though, so he is on a fast lap. As well as Jerome Wiedemann in a couple of positions up. Van Rosen there. They bounced their way through, down, hit into the Conrad Straight. Bali right there to put the pressure. There's Bali. Look at the inside, look to the outside. Now see, that was a camera change that came instantly, so I don't know what the heavens to Betsy's going on here. This is the last race. Goblins. Heading into Murray's. And the race to Hell's Corner. Across the start finish. Let's check on the Ekins-Geimer battle here. Let's see if these guys race up the hill. Let's see if anything happens here. Looks like Bali's hanging with them and not in any position to make a move yet as Hars holds that pretty good lead. So let's check Ekins and Geimer back here. Ekins is currently in 14th and Geimer in 13th. So where's the gap there? Okay, so that's a bigger gap. There must be some lap traffic in the way there. The 32 car, which I can't even find on my software here. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry, that's Denise. That's the second place car. Okay. Coming through. So he's got lap cars in front of him. There comes Rizzo. You can see what the gap is there as second place just crossed the line, and Rizzo's now coming down into Murray's. So I'm just going to use the track map and try and find some good battles here. It looks like the 46 car of Wenham is in a nice little battle there. Here we go. So Crombeen and Wenham are battling for that 17th spot. Jason Wenham into that Murray's. See, that was another nice quick camera change. So it might be certain ping on certain cars might be thrown off. Oh, somebody's got to spin out. Who is that? The number 20. That's Van Rosen. Has put himself out of the top 5, I believe is where he was. And now everybody's getting around him. So let's wait for we got to wait for the sector line to see exactly where they fall. But it's got Harson 7th, Van Rosen, and that beautiful Sim Racing Holland livery with a quick spin at Hell's Corner. They don't call it Hell's Corner for nothing. So let's see if they hit the update where it's going to put him. Yeah, okay, so oh, he did it again. He has got trouble. He has lost it right there again. Griffin's Bend has made him pay as he goes through the cutting and up to Raid Park. So he has tumbled a little bit down the leaderboard there, and I think they've got him now in 8th, which puts Wiedemann in 5th, Harson 6th, Van der Killis in 7th, and Mr. Wiedemann in the BMW in 4th place. So lots of things going on here. We hit just about under 16 minutes left here. That's some crazy stuff. Good heavens. What else is going to happen on the mountain? I'm looking at the track map just like you guys can. And as you can see, everybody's separated except for this 46 car. Is Stefan Wenham battle. So these guys are still battling right here. This is our tightest race on the track as we speak. I think they also have leaders coming up behind him, so they are going to get some blue flags, it looks like, because this is 16th and 17th. As Chris Harris is about ready to get through him in 6th place. You can see he's the closest car on the lead lap to this battle. But this is a great battle here with Crombeen, who also suffered, I believe, from reading in the chat, he suffered that accident maybe in the beginning. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Just kind of gutted that I lost the first 2 laps of this start. Well, my game just froze. Yep, I can see the blue flags as there's straight up the hill battle. And Crombeen gets on the inside and takes that position away, as they also are letting cars through. At least Wyndham let him through. And now Crombeen's getting the blue flag, but this is a treacherous spot. This is going to hold Harris up a little bit. Very, very difficult to pass up here as they're heading through Raid Park into Frog Hollow. So is he going to let him through? He's not going to let him through before the downhills. Going through Skyline into the S's. He's not holding him up too much, but I'm sure he's going to let him go on the Conrad Straight. Would be the sporty thing to do. Because you can see they're all bunched up behind him. And those are lead lap cars. Crombeen. And then you can see Wyndham back there is also letting a few through. So I believe that's Harris is coming into this play. So you can see behind Harris is Van der Kales back there getting through as well, getting through Wyndham, I believe. Yep, Wyndham moving over for him. Maybe he's moving over for him. Come on, camera. There we go. Yeah, he got through, but he's in the grass. Oh, he's taking a joyride. Oh, the grounds creepers are like that. They won't have to mow there tomorrow. So treacherous ground going in, and there is Bali in 8th place. Going to try and take advantage of that little run through the grass. Maybe he can get up some momentum. Things are tightening up mid-pack here towards the end of this race. We are in the last 13 minutes. Pretty exciting stuff going on mid-pack. Despite all the mishaps and glitches on the server, we're having a great race here. These guys really giving us a good show. As this lap car's going through, Bali's getting around. I think these guys are all racing right here. Van Rosen and Vanyar. Where's Vanyar? I don't see the BMW. He's back there. She's getting the blue flag. There he is. There comes Vanyar. So Van Rosen as well, in that all but destroyed McLaren with the Sim Racing Holland colors on there. Oh, he's hit the wall again, and he's going to hit it into the sand. That could be it for him if he can keep it together, though, to get himself back out. Oh, that one kiss of the wall right there, heading down into the McFleury Park and Skyline, has taken a toll on yet another driver. Remember, this is where the Young lost it, down here in the S's. Put him out. Oh, mercy, he says. Come on, as we are just over 11 minutes left. That battle for 8th and 7th now. It's Crombeen making a good show of it. Cutting ahead of Wyndham, and he is getting the blue flag now from Bali. So, not holding him up in any way yet, so I'm sure maybe up the hill Bali might get around him. And then we have ongoing battles. Down the grid. Young is still in the pit, so he is out of this race. Bali's looking for a little love there from the blue flag. There's Crombeen, another lap car in front. If he can get around this, that'll be Bali. Goes a little bit wide, and Bali kisses the wall. Holy smokes, with the 10-minute mark, they're starting to drop like flies. Good night now. So in 8th place, Bali has kissed the wall pretty good there. It looks like he's doing okay though. Vignard right behind him. I think he smells blood in the water, but as you can see looking at his car, he doesn't look, he's not in the greatest shape either, but hey, it's the mountain. All you got to do is get that chassis across the line somehow. It doesn't matter if you got body parts on it or not. As long as you can cross the line, you've completed your mission at the mountain. So yeah, lots going on here. And let's jump up a little bit farther here. Okay, 24 laps in. This is your 2nd place car. He has, I believe, just got through the lap BMW of Wida. Or maybe is that Pascal right there in 4th? Right behind him? No, Pascal is down here in the orange and black, yellow and black. Okay, so that is not a battle there for DeSantis. That is the other BMW. I think that looks like Winham. Is that not Winham? Yeah, I believe that's Stefan. Yeah. Now has on his tail, letting him around Roger in that dinged up McLaren. So he has got himself back into 10th place, has Roger. There's a gap to Vignard, as you can see on the track map. It's quite almost about a third of the distance of the straight there. So some time to make it up here as we are under 9 minutes now. There's your 6th place. Chris has got through the lap traffic in the Porsche, so he's got clear sailing in front of him. Keep it off the walls. He'll be in good shape. And Wiedemann doing an excellent job in the other McLaren. Keeping himself right up there in 5th position. Surviving is what this is called at Bathurst today. It's pure survival. Let's check back on Mike Ekenstack here in 14th place. He has about 3/10 up on his fastest time, so he's putting in some good laps towards the end here. Also, Ollie, who's back out in that Audi, he is also he's 100th or so up on his fastest lap, so currently in 17th, the sole Audi in the race. You can definitely tell the difference in that winding engine. Sounds really great. All right. And then after him, it's the cars that are out. Somebody's in 18th, but I don't see him. So another server lag situation. Okay, back to 2nd place. Got this. It's nice to see BMW up on the podium. They've been out of it the whole series. There hasn't been very many top finishes for the BMW, so I like to see that. I used to drive one myself, so I'm kind of a fan. Here is your leader. Get through some lap traffic now as you get through Winham. Heading down the hill. He has cleared the traffic. And let's check out Mr. Rizzo. How much traffic does he have? He's up on the hill already. So he's in clear sailing. No damage there. Meanwhile, Haas. Clear sailing. And what's going on with Franz? Franz is in the pit. I think Franz has had to retire. It looks like Franz is also going to be out of this race. I guess that's probably old news if you're watching his stream. I'm trying to keep up here. I've had enough gremlins on the server already today. It's our first broadcast of 2024. So I guess the 3 weeks in between, the mice got in, took over. As Elko finding himself in 11th. Nicely done. Van Rosen in that badly bruised up Sim Racing Holland car, hanging on to 10th place. So it could be a good top 10 finish if he can pull it off. We are just about at 5 minutes left. So Mr. Rizzo in third place, all by himself. Number 28, Pascal. Oh, we got blue flag. He's getting through some lap traffic. Ahead of him there. So that was it. You can see there's 1, 2, 3 cars between him and second place, and about a fifth or so of the track. So a huge gap. See what else we got going on here. Here is 5th place, John. 6th place. So he's got clear sailing. Let's get back here to where's 77? Simon. Car's looking a little dinged up, but like I said, you just got to get it across the line with 4 tires, and you're good to go. So Geimer making himself up into 13th. This is the survival run, and Mark Ekins as well in 14th, not too far behind him. And yeah, I'm looking around for any battles. Looks like Van Rosen. They're so spread out now, I can't tell who's got blue flags and who's racing for position. So all I know is the triangle is in first place, and he is coming up on some more lap cars. Is John Baton. This is going to probably, if everything finishes as it is, I think he's going to pass up the Young and take the championship on the Sim Racing Online side. Remember, we had that 24 Hours of Spa that was not an official race. It was a special event, and it didn't count for the points, and it was an open invitation, so you could race on that without being signed up for the series. Thus, that's why it turned into a special event. But meanwhile, here we are. So here's our leader with a 3-minute mark. It's way out front. It's coming up on some lap cars, so probably catch him on the next lap maybe. Let's go down the lights here. There is second place, the BMW. Ratis. He's keeping it off the walls, keep it clean. This is no time to be pouncing. He's actually kept that car pretty clean. As you can see, I don't see hardly any damage. I don't even see any scratches on this car. So the Zantar has done a great job of just keeping it clean. Very consistent laps. Very nicely done, and a well-deserved podium if it so indeed finishes this way. And then Rizzo, another clean ran. I don't see any damage on his car either. Haven't got a good run look at it yet, but I don't see any. So the survivors, pick it up. Survivors here with Guido, where we've got some damage. But he is in 4th place, so it's a great run for the other. That's going to put BMW in the top 5 2 times. That's very well done for the last round. Oh, and there, just for tit for tat, let's get another kiss on the wall. Just, you know, make his team happy. His pit crews, they can blow this baby on the truck and fix it all up for next time. And here's Whitteman. There he is. Come on. There we go. And that red Zebra McLaren all by himself in 5th place. And then Chris Harris in that Porsche. Very nice job getting in the top 6 so far with 1 lap to go. And let's beat him. Let's check where Beaton is on track. If he's going to cross the line before the time runs out. There's about 1 minute 15 seconds, and he's halfway. So he might cross the line and force everybody to do 1 more lap, which I'm sure will please the crowd, but will not please the grid. Looking down the line, any battles for position I do not see. Let's push on Daniel. He's looking a little beat up there, but he is in 7th place with the top 10 with Roberto Bali right behind him. So this could be a challenge here. And then behind him is Van Rosen. So these 3 cars for the top 10. Where's Hushkabin? Let's check out Hushkabin. How far back is he? Yeah, he's way back. So it's Van Rosen who's got the leader coming up on him. So it looks like that is Baton right behind him, and he is going to cross the line with some seconds left, so it's going to force these guys to do one more lap. So here we go, the start of the last lap of the last race of the season, with your top 10 right there with the leader right behind him getting ready to pass. So blue flags abound for 7th, 8th, and 9th position. 10th is well back of our leader, who is just now in the picture. But you can see him as the last car in line right here. So he's got enough of a gap to let these guys race. If he puts the pressure on them, we'll see what happens. But well, Bali, he's between Avinair and Ben Rosen sandwich right now. So as Ben Rosen has a little bit of a kiss on the wall, this could get beaten around him. He might be forced to let the leader through, and he has. So the leader has gotten past Ben Rosen. But Bali is in no way giving up on this. He is. Now listen, if he crosses the line ahead of the leader, they get to go one more time. So there could be one more lap left for these two, unless Beaton gets around him coming down the Conrad straight. So we shall see. How close is Beaton to Bali now? Looks like he's making a move. He could get around him now. He might just sacrifice letting him by so that the race will be over and they can go lick their wounds, which could be the case, but it won't be the case for Guida or Van Jaar, because he's well ahead now as Bali has surrendered to the lead lap. So his race will be over at the line. And it looks like that's going to put Van Jaar in a solid 7th place. And it looks like that's going to be the case, because here comes Peters. So he's one more lap for him, and there is your winner right there, Jean Bitton. That's going to give him the championship, I believe. We'll have to sort out all the points. Here comes Zantares Retas in 2nd place. A very nice job. And the first Porsche to finish will be Haas. And that's Hujgavin right there, finishing in 10th, the top 10 for that other Porsche. So let's see, where is Haas? He should be coming down the hill. Yep, here he comes. So this is your 6th place. Wiedemann in 5th. It's going to bring that Zebra McLaren. 4th place. Did Weeda cross yet? No, here comes Weeda in that BMW. There we go. We got 2 BMWs in the top 5. That's a pretty good show for BMW today. Very nicely done. Excuse me. All right, so there is your 4th place car. You can see the grid up there. Lambo, BMW, Lambo. So Lambo has dominated the mountain. And McLaren's highest finish is 5th today. And Porsche's highest finish will be 6th. Nicely done, Mr. Witta. And here comes Chris Harson, that Porsche, number 333. Everybody's got damage except for the top 3. I think they managed a completely clean race. Very hard to do here on the mountain, so you got to give it to those 3 guys for keeping this race, keeping their cars off the wall. Very nicely done. There goes your 6th place car, the Porsche. And then here comes yet another BMW. So that puts 1, 2, 3 BMWs in the top 10. Nicely done. And I believe that's going to be it for everybody that's on that lap. So Van Jaar actually a lap, a lap down, of course, from the other cars. So there you have it. Wally's in 8th. He's parked. And Rosen is going to have a 9th place. So very good job keeping that. Get it across. You got it, Roger. Yeah. A little victory spin there at the chase area of the track before he heads on down into Murray's to finish this race. But holy smokes. There you have it, everybody. Wow. Apologies for missing the start and the other server glitches, but what a heck of a run it was today. That was something else, I'm telling you. Let's get a look at the timetables here. There we go. So scroll on down here. You can see your order and where they finish and how far behind. Very nicely done. Heartbreaker for De Jong. And then for France as well, both of those guys. Look at those 1, 2, 3 McLarens, including Newcomb, out of the race. Newcomb was out after, we were 7 laps down. De Jong was 13 laps down. And Franz was 14 laps down. So we missed the crash. Who obviously crashed before De Jong was Vanderlyn. And so really apologize missing all that action. But if some of you followed Franz's onboard stream, you saw a lot of that firsthand. So that's it for us today. What a race. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Thank you, Sim Racing Online, for making this all possible. Thank you, Sim Racers Hollands, for bringing us so much action through the series. Excellent series all the way through. I look forward to the next one. So maybe we'll get some details going and hook up with these guys to see if we can plan the next event, maybe build it around their next series that starts on the 29th. Also, don't forget, Australian Supercars, R Factor 2 starts a week from yesterday. All right, the 14th of January will be round 1. And that is going to be one hell of a battle. And then I look forward to more ACC stuff. ACC stuff, yeah. Easy for you to say. And that's it, man. We're out. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll check you on the next one.
Green light, go, go, go.